The sun blazed over Meadowbrook Park, the kind of Saturday that begged for a cold drink and a hot grill. I, Tom Harper, stood by my reserved grill pit, tongs in hand, ready to transform a pile of ribs, brisket, and chicken into smoky perfection. My daughter, Lily, 16 and perpetually glued to her phone, helped unload the cooler, muttering, "This is gonna be a mess, Dad." I laughed, brushing off her Gen Z cynicism. I'd booked this spot a month ago through the park's app. What could go wrong? By noon, the air was thick with hickory smoke, curling skyward like a proud declaration of barbecue supremacy. Lily, filming for her social media, smirked. "Say hi to chaos, Dad?" #GrillKing. That's when I spotted her, Susan Caldwell, visor low, clipboard clutched like a weapon, storming toward me from the gazebo 50 feet away. She led the Meadowbrook plant-based Unity Meetup, a group of stern-faced vegans surrounded by kale salads and kombucha jugs. I hadn't known they'd booked the gazebo. The app showed no conflicts, but Susan was a conflict incarnate. "You're poisoning our event," she snapped, flip-flops smacking the ground. "Your smoke is a health hazard, and your meat is an ethical crime." I blinked, flipping a rib. "I'm grilling, Susan. I reserved this pit." She pointed at the smoke like it were a war crime. "This is aggression. I'm calling the sheriff." Lily, recording, whispered, "Level 6 Karen alert." I chuckled. "Tell him I'm guilty of epic flavor." 15 minutes later, Sheriff Mike Lawson rolled up in his dusty SUV, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. "You the rib guy?" he asked, eyeing my grill with barely concealed hunger. "That's me," I said, offering a plate. He sighed. "Susan says you're causing a public disturbance." Susan stormed over, waving a sign, "Meat is murder, and murder stinks." "This is domestic terrorism!" she shrieked. Mike rubbed his temples. "Tom's got the permit, ma'am." "He's legal." Susan's face turned beet red. "You're enabling this." Then she grabbed a megaphone, rallying her group. "We'll ban meat grilling from this park." Her vegans cheered, banging compost bins like war drums. Lily's live stream hit 10,000 views, and #GrillKing trended locally. I muttered, "Let them try," feeling like a suburban warrior defending my right to smoke meat. But Susan wasn't just mad, she was plotting. A note appeared on my porch Monday, taped to a celery-shaped flyer: "Your flames fuel climate shame. The HOA's been notified." No signature, but Susan's passive-aggressive cursive screamed her name. By Wednesday, I faced the Meadowbrook HOA in a fluorescent-lit rec center, now a courtroom for suburban grudges. Susan stood before a projector, her slideshow titled Grillpocalypse: How Meat Divides Us. She showed graphs of air pollution, a blurry photo of me flipping a steak with malice, and claimed my smoke stressed a rescue parrot into molting. She demanded Ordinance 42B, banning meat grilling near ethical gatherings. I stood, exasperated. "I'm not attacking kale. I'm grilling ribs. It's my tradition." Lily, filming, shouted, "Preach, Dad." The room chuckled, and I sensed a shift. The community split. Susan's Green Guardians hung "Grill Smoke Kills" banners. My supporters, the Smokestack Syndicate, wore shirts with my face and "Smoke 'em if you got 'em." Lily sold 50 in a day, buying a megaphone for our counterstrike, Operation Neat Storm, a massive grill fest to drown Susan's crusade in smoke. The park became a battleground. Pop-up smokers lined the grass, serving brisket and bacon brownies. Susan's vegans arrived in green hoodies, chanting, "Beans, not beans," Lily narrated, zooming in on Susan's scowl. Tensions boiled when a vegan dropped her flyers near my pork stand, and a griller laughed, offering her rib. Susan exploded, bullhorn blaring. "This is olfactory oppression." Sheriff Mike arrived, summoned by a grill riot call. "You got a permit?" he asked. I pointed to my laminated reservation. He shrugged at Susan. "No crime here." Then Jim, Susan's ex, rolled up in a vintage truck, shirt reading "Meat Makes Memories." He handed me a folded HOE charter. Old clause. He winked. Might save your bacon. I read it, eyes widening. Game on. The next HOA meeting was chaos, standing room only, with Lily filming on a skateboard rig. Susan's new slideshow, Meadowbrook's Vegan Destiny, showed ash from my grill as proof of carnage. I held up the charter, reading, Article 10, Section 3, no traditional culinary practice integral to cultural identity can be banned on public property if safety compliant. The room erupted. Susan snapped. That's outdated. It's for harvest festivals, not meat orgies. I countered. Barbecue's my heritage. 10 residents back me. The HOE delayed the vote, and Susan stormed out, Lily capturing her flounce. Susan vanished for days, rumored to be at a wellness retreat. Neighbors suggested a compromise, dual festivals, one for meat, one for plants. Sheriff Mike pitched Grillfest and Greenfest, same day in the same park. Lily planned a documentary, Smoke and Serenity. The festival dawned clear, my smoker loaded with ribs. The park split, Grillfest roared with sizzling meat, Greenfest offered tofu sculptures and jackfruit tacos. Mike sat on the dividing line, sipping from a suspicious thermos. Susan returned, striding in white linen like a vegan messiah. She eyed my ribs and hissed, "Enjoy your time, Tom." At noon, sprinklers erupted, Susan's sabotage. Grills died, tofu melted, and chaos reigned. Lily, undeterred, grabbed a surviving brisket and teamed with a vegan chef for fusion dishes, pork with vegan slaw, jackfruit with bacon bits. She shouted, "Welcome to compromise cuisine!" The drenched crowd ate, laughed, and swapped plates. Susan, soaked and ignored, was escorted away by Mike. The HOA scrapped the ordinance. Susan quit and fled to Sedona. I opened Harmony Hogs, a fusion food stand. Lily's videos hit 200,000 views, crowning me a grill rights icon. Mike published a romance novel, Embers of Valor. The park now hosts dual festivals, providing food units. But was Susan's prank a step too far, or just spicy revenge? Share your thoughts below. How far is too far in a neighborly feud? Like, subscribe, and let's keep the debate sizzling.